Hi, Paul. So let's say that I'm a business owner and I'm looking to get finance from my current lender. How would I do that in current times?
Well, hi, Kirsty. It's very important before you submit any requests to your lender that your proposal is sufficiently compelling from both a business and a lender's perspective to ensure the greatest chance of success. In the current climate, the lender will undertake lots of tests to ensure the business was not in difficulty prior to the pandemic. The best way to demonstrate this as a business is a combination of annual and monthly accounts, preferably that you've had overviewed by your accountant or bookkeeper. Lenders and brokers look at it in three stages. They'll look at pre-COVID, the transitional period through COVID and the sort of fallout from Brexit, and sort of going forward from April this year. For pre-COVID period, any lender would probably expect to see your profit and loss for the previous 15 to 24 months, your gross profit margins, your control of your overheads, details of your break-even point, analysis of turnover, debtor and creditor days, creditors overdue, confirmation that all VAT and PAYE was up to date, and was your borrowing respected on any existing facilities. And all of those, I'd look at whether were they falling, were they stable, were they improving, basically to sort of establish whether you had a good business before we hit the difficult times. And then they'll also look at things like sort of, does your business keep within budgets and hit its forecasts? And a really good tip for any sort of person applying for finance is a simple summary highlighting the good historic performance of your business, which your lenders will always find helpful. And it always helps to bring out sort of the good points of your business, really. Then we move on to the more sort of difficult period, which is probably the period January 2020 through to sort of March 2021. This will really impact on your business due to the lockdowns, partial recoveries, the Brexit transition, and all those fallouts. You may have located new markets. Are these going to be maintained, or will they take over from your previous business? A lot of businesses have completely changed their sort of way they operate. You know, even in the accountancy world, a lot more people are working from home. And the bankers and the lenders, they're all working from home, and a lot of them have said, you know, that's going to be the new norm. So things you'll need to cover sort of for this sort of period are your turnover, make it detailed and compare it to normal, details of monies you're owed and you owe, breakdown of any overheads, and your profit and loss for this period. What you're doing here is sort of sealing off that sort of 12, 15-month period and putting a line in the sand and saying to the lender, this is what we've done, this is how we've done through the COVID period, and then this is what we want to do going forward. So for the future, it's probably best to chat to your bank or your broker before you prepare any forecast, just to know what sort of period they want, because most banks or lenders will look for a 3-year period, but with some of the sort of COVID loans and subsequent funding being over a longer period, they might ask for forecasts for longer than that sort of period. Really, I'd recommend, you know, we look at 36 months. These forecasts would cover cash flow and profits, and you'd also have to reforecast them, including a few variables. If you want more details, I can go into that sort of a later date, or you can contact us afterwards. But they include things like bad debt, creditors, if they want to be paid earlier. This gives your bank or lender the best of worst case scenarios, but it more importantly enables you to answer testing questions from the lender. And you will get testing questions from the lender. They go into your figures in great depth, and they will ask some searching questions. But if you've done the work, you'll be fine. I would recommend, say, profit and loss forecasts for up to 3 years, cash flow forecasts on the same basis, do a balance sheet as at now and predicted forward for 3 years, but most importantly, a short and detailed summary allows you to concentrate on the main aspects of your plan. It's always a good idea to discuss and analyse your projections with your own team and your accountant, just to make sure they've been robustly tested before you submit them. But the one thing that you must bear in mind at all times is that you know your business better than your bank and feel confident to answer their questions.